And hello to all my Gemini friends. I'd like to welcome you in. My name is Scott Sagent, and today I'll be doing your free Psychic Tarot reading for July 2022. Now today they have dialed up for you guys a four corners spread. It is a very good spread for general readings because it looks at the four main areas that people usually ask about in tarot. It kind of covers it all. It's a little brush over all those major areas, which are health, financial, work, and love, always a popular one there. So we're going to get into that. They've asked that I conclude your reading at the end with no extra. When that happens, they just want us to focus on the meat and potatoes of the spread, which in this case is the four corners for July. We are going to conclude, though, with the Runestone, which will kind of tie the whole thing in together for us. So interesting things lie ahead. I'm going to bring you in right now so you guys can watch. The cards are already shuffled. I do that ahead of time, basically just to save us a whole bunch of time. So here we go with this. Hit that like button if you're ready to have a great July. And we are recording. So what I'm doing now, Gemini, are my ritual cuts. Basically, I cut each deck into thirds, and I put them back together in a separate order. That satisfies the ritual aspect of tarot. And it's the same procedure for personal private readings. So it's just like you're here with me now. So four corners. Up here we do work first. Inverted. That's my frame. Okay. Over here is love. Okay, so we've inverted every single card so far, guys. Over here is finance. And then over here is health. Okay, check the blockages. Check my view. Okay, good enough to see right now. Yep. Blockage 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 out of 7 out of 11 is not enough to matter, but I'm going to do it based on the corners themselves. So therefore, this corner, which is work, is going to get a discard. They want that one upright. So the order needs to stay the same, and we upright just like that. And then over here, also a discard. That one they want to keep just the way it is. All right. So this is the entire thing. Let me see if I need any other. Nope, I don't even need the angel cards for it. You guys were nice and easy on me. Thank you, Gemini. All right, so let's get into this. There's still usually a lot of depth in these four corners, even though it is a shorter, smaller reading. So let's get to it. Let's get to work, guys. Let's see how we can improve your July. I'm going to start with, I'm going to do work and finance first. Work and finance. Let's go work first just because it's short. Work shows a good little small victory. Good way to start July, guys. Small victory adds up to big victory. You guys are getting some things in a row here with work. Some of you are being watched, so just be aware of that. Some of your bosses are reviewing what you're doing, maybe for promotion. That would also be a small victory. Some kind of raise, maybe a spot bonus, maybe something, more opportunities for later that lead to promotions. You know, small victories should not be discounted because they add up. Small victories turn into big victories. They do show that work does bind you a little bit in July, so it's going to be either very busy or maybe you're working long hours or just, you know, you're stuck there maybe a little bit more than you'd prefer to be. Something like that. Now, that can mean a couple different things because for some people, they make money when work is busy. You know, so that's being busy is good for a lot of people, or being kind of stuck at work, if you will. The only kind of caveat there to watch out for is, you know, make sure you still have time for the family too. You don't want to get your work corner so overwhelmingly unbalanced that it gets all the energy. All these other corners of your life need the energy too. So that's what we have for work. Now let's move down into your finances. Your finances, we have overflowing good new love coming up in finances. That does come up under finances. So that doesn't mean spending money on a new love. Of course, some of you may be doing that, but that's usually not what they're referring to. They're talking about finding, first of all, it's the overflowing energy first before we even talk about anything else. So finances, very, very good in the month of July, and good opportunities to keep that momentum all through the month, really. Very, very good. Good to see. And a lot of you may be doing some financial things with family. Some of your money may be being moved to help family members, or, get them out of debt or help them with certain things, maybe even teaching them about financial lessons, stuff like that. So that is very wonderful energy to see. Next up, we have the Princess of Swords, which in other decks is a page. So here, this is saying that a financial message is coming through the air for you guys in July, for quite a bit of my audience, of my Geminis. So what is a message through the air? That's usually an email, a text message, or a phone call, something you don't see. And that's why it's through the air. It's like the invisible sign. And the Princess of Swords is what lets us know that. And that's the sword, so sword is through the air. So that message, that money message coming in is, I think for some of you, this may not be positive. I think it starts very positive, and this message may be positive for some of you, but for others of you, this is letting you know that, something is going on financially that, you're either going to get paid less, or something's going to raise the price on you, or something like that. It's usually a notification. I don't view it like a big deal, so I wouldn't be stressed out about it. If that was the case, they would have given us some more major cards. They kind of took it a little light here. They didn't go too heavy on you, but, this just moves on a trajectory. Even though it starts very good, it kind of starts moving downhill a little bit. And that could even indicate that maybe you're spending a lot. You're earning a lot and getting a lot, accruing a lot, but at the same time, in it comes, out it goes. So that may be something to consider, to watch for too. Maybe it'd be better to internalize some of it and keep it in instead of, kicking it all out. Also, this can be blocked travel. You may not be wanting to spend the money on vacation in July. This just may be better placed elsewhere. Maybe August is a better month. Maybe August you get the same exact trip for like $100 cheaper or something like that. Just for some of you that are trying to plan vacations, I would just consider that maybe July is just not the part. Okay, keep your money to yourself in July, guys. That's kind of the broader sense of what I'm getting here. Ooh, I'm going to save love for last, guys. Going to save love for last. Let's get into your health. Health shows me the Princess of Cups first. This is the energy of love message coming in with health. So health, finding something that you love about your health or your body. This could even be spiritual health, but for most of you, this is more physical related. And I feel like doing something with the family, or with a family member specifically, to improve your health. So this is something that you could do together. This is something that, hey, let's go and do this and hold each other accountable. Joining a gym, going on a certain diet. Hey, we're just going to do 2,000 calories for a month. See how it goes. Or I'm just throwing out numbers, but you know what I mean. It's like something like that. So there's a message coming in about that. So this might not even be driven by you. This may be driven by the other person, somebody reaching out to you. It could even be close friend, because close friends do fall under that family umbrella. So that's where that starts. And whatever this is, I feel like it's a pretty good move, because it's breaking out of stagnation. I've really stuffed something in your health corner here, has been a little bound up, little kind of choked up, if you will. And Spirit's trying to get this moving again here. So even if this is just purely physical body stuff, maybe you just haven't ran in a while, haven't gone for a walk in a while, maybe even swimming would be a good idea, something like that, just to knock the dust off, brush the dust off and get moving again with health. They do show that there's kind of two different ways you can go about this. And for some of you, you have been actually maybe not even starting, because you're considering, well, I don't know if I'm going to do this or I'm going to do this. For example, I don't know if I'd be better off going on a diet, or if I'd be better exercising. It's almost like a choice between two things. And of course, the example I'm giving you is probably not it for you, but I'm just giving you the vibe. So you're kind of considering these two things, and maybe you're not choosing because you're not sure which way to go. So if that is the case, Spirit is jumping in here, hitting the buzzer and saying, hey, guess what? We're looking to head down your path, and it actually doesn't matter which one you do. Either way, we're looking ahead. It ends the same for you either way. So don't waste your time on kind of this dilemma of which one you should do right now, because it ends the same way. So why would you? Of course. Now, they do show that, you're not like losing sleep over this. You're not stressed out or have anxiety or anything like that. So that's good. It's not like you're super worried about it. But at the same time, when the time is right to start, since either one of these that you do checks out the same, why not start? That's really how Spirit views this, and that's certainly how I portray it, as translating it to you, is that if both of these end up with the same result and you hit the finish line at the same time, doing either way, well, just pick, just choose and get started, right? So that's what shows up for your health. Now, before I get into your love corner, which is the big one we will wrap up there in the Runestone, I do want to tell you guys about the moon cycles. I like to give you guys the moon cycle forecast every single month so you know what's coming. We have the full moon come in first. That is July 13th. That is the best time to get anything out of your life, something that doesn't fit anymore, anything you need purged out of there. Doesn't even matter what it is. Could be about love, health, work, just about anything, guys. You got to get anything out of your life, emotional baggage, old stuff. Maybe you got to wrap up a project, something like that. Get it out by the middle of July. It'll stick much better if you do. Adversely, we have the new moon energy that comes in at the end of the month. That's what I want you guys to focus on the most. We do have a little bit of new moon energy, I should say, coming in from June. Kind of a little carryover that ekes in, but it's going to be the strongest for you guys at the end of July. That's why I want your focus on the end of July. July 28th specifically doesn't have to be on that day, just anywhere toward the bottom. And that is the best time to bring anything new into your life. You're trying to attract a new love. You're trying to do something new with work, get a new job, maybe get a different job. You're trying to do something new with money. We talked about money quite a lot as far as, getting onto a good trajectory and keeping it that way. You're trying to attract something new with health, which we just talked about also. Anything brand new that you haven't kind of done before that is new to you can be manifested much stronger at the end of July. That's why I want your focus there. So if any of this confuses you or doesn't make sense, I put together a little visual aid, a little tool to help you guys navigate these waters much easier. It's free. It's on my website, scottsagent.com. You go to the bottom of the videos page, and that's where it is parked. That's just where I have it parked right now. Didn't know where else to put it, so just stuck it there. So check that out, guys. That kind of shows everything, and it just makes your life a little easier. Lining up with the energies that already exist just makes things flow. Now, also, when you're at the website, make sure you're signed up for the newsletter. That's at the very bottom of every single page, I believe. And signing up for that gets you a couple free readings every single year. I take really good care of my newsletter people. I only send one newsletter email every single month. It's just for promotions and updates. So save you guys some money on readings and all kinds of good stuff there. So sign up for that. Also, no brainer. Also wanted to tell you guys about the Health or Chakra Scrub. It is the brand new product just launched a couple months ago on the website. Audio reading, very easy to do. You don't even have to show up for it. It's just done with your birth date. So very personal product. Health or Chakra Scrub. We can look at your physical health or we can look at your spiritual health, what the chakras are doing. Very, very affordable reading. Make sure you check that out as well, guys. I got great reviews when I blew that out to my newsletter people. Good reminder to sign up for that newsletter as well. Let's get into your love corner. The very first thing that they came in and showed me was, or is, a man, okay? A man that is upside down. This love corner is completely blocked also, by the way. When I say blocked, that means every single card is upside down, inverted. That means that it could mean that it's on a delay. It could mean that they're upside down because they're upset or not feeling it, or maybe they're a little off, something like that. So they bring up a man first. This doesn't necessarily need to be like a gender male. It usually is, just to be, quite point blank with it. But, it's a very masculine energy. So sometimes females do come up as very masculine forces. But usually, like I said, this is a man coming up. So the man in the love corner comes up first, and he's upside down. So he's a little off with something or not feeling something specifically. Now, they do show next to it, this may be part of kind of the situation that is being described. Now, this, of course, is not going to be for everybody, guys. It is a general reading. And that is, we have a lot of the bubble energy tuning in here. It's obviously not going to be all the Geminis hitting the same way here, but whatever they're talking about for this man is going to hit a lot of people. If you find the context, finding the context to general readings is key. But here's the hint. They talk about getting excited about something. This person needs to feel it very, very deeply. This person needs to be excited. They need to be basically the opposite of bored. Okay, so don't let this person, let me give you a few examples. If you're in a relationship, let's say you're the female and they're referring to the man here, or even somebody you're dating, you got to keep it interesting. You got to keep it very interesting, or they will kind of check out or tune out. And I don't mean like they're going to leave you over it, but I mean this is the way to keep it fresh. They have to be very interested in what's going on. And as the other part of the person in the relationship, it's your job to kind of help that along. Okay, so find something to get interested in. And even if it's, okay, so let me give you another example. Let's say you're, the same really advice goes if you're in a coupled up relationship. Let's say you're a man viewing this relationship. They may be just talking about you. They may, and the other person, it's letting you know, more or less, that what you need. And you can talk to the other person. Let's, again, say you're a male viewing this reading, and I'm talking about you being discontent or bored or finding ways to get interested about something. You can realize that about yourself, that you really need this very good synchronicity, this very good awareness of interest, long story short. You can relay that to the person that you're with or the person that you're dating, so hopefully that they can step up to the plate. That's what this is all about at the end of the day, is coming together and compromising. So this is the way to improve the love corner. There's obviously some kind of guy in there. Doesn't matter kind of where you're at that they're referring to, even if it's you that is the guy. So very interesting things in the whole reading, guys. Very interesting reading for Gemini. Let's get into the runestone that's going to kind of cap us all off. Two wanted to come. You only get one though. Sorry, guys. So here we go. Let me show you this guy here. This runestone for Gemini for the month of July is signals. Signals. So pay attention to the signs. Pay attention to the synchronicity of the universe. We have two messengers that came up. One came up in finance, okay, the money message coming in early in the month. We also have a messenger coming in early in the month on the health side. So these are signals, guys. Pay attention to them, because when the universe is trying to get you to do something or bump you in a direction, that's what they do. They throw you a signal, like somebody saying, hey, you want to go join the gym with me? Be my gym buddy. Or, hey, here's something with finances that we can improve. Is that something you want to do? Or, hey, do you want to sign up for this credit card? Or, hey, do you want to pay off this debt? These are signals. These are the way that the ebbs and flows work, and they can come in. And when they give us the runestone as signals, they absolutely want us to focus on that. So they want Gemini's eyes open and not to miss any of the good things that are coming in July for you guys as you deal with just really small challenges for the month, really. And that's what I have in a nutshell, guys. So that is the entire reading. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please remember to like and subscribe so you see the future readings. And that's it for me, guys. Have a great July.